How's your day?
How's my day?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And then I went to work and went through a couple little firing squad round of interviews. Hired a marketing coordinator. I was determined, that's for sure. I was definitely determined to find the best candidate. Just based off of their resourcefulness. So I guess kind of evaluating other people's resourcefulness. I would say there was a certain aspect of entrepreneuriality from that. Especially, I feel like every time I go to work, there's a sense of that with it being a small business, and we're always just trying to be innovative, coming up with new ways to do stuff, and really tapping into a lot of those mindsets. I would even say tolerance for ambiguity comes into play too, because when we try and engage people or bring people in, you never really know if it's gonna work or not. It kind of all started when Georgianne kicked me out of her class, and I was like walking out and telling myself, "This is stupid. It doesn't matter. Whatever. This class is stupid. School's stupid. Whatever." And Georgianne came out after me, and she was kind of ragging on me a little bit at first. She's like, "You're not funny, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." And then she kind of switched to mom mode on me, and she's like, "What's going on? Like, this isn't you," like, stuff like that. And I knew it too. I was like, man, this, and I was like, I just don't care. Like, I just admitted it kind of to myself, and I think that was the biggest thing. I hadn't really told myself that at that point, and just like hearing it come out, I was like, man, I just do not care about like anything I'm doing. And my spirits were a little bit down for sure at that time. And yeah, I just broke down crying, and she like freaks out. She's like, "We're going to Fran." I'm like, I don't even know who Fran is. Like, so we go to Fran, and she was cool. And she actually was the one who kind of built that up in me. She's like, you don't have to listen to what people tell you to do anymore. Like, you're an adult, and like you can make your own choices. And like, so what if you don't succeed in that? Like, it's your life. And so that was actually a game changer for me, because I was like, yeah, F this. Like, I don't want to do business. I'm not a marketing major. Like, yeah, I'm interested in that, but it's not what I want to do for my college career. So she kind of started showing me some of the options, and I was taking a look at sustainable agriculture after I did like the career assessment profiler, and it built up this sense of like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna take a look at this, take my leap of faith kind of, and like, that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, a growth mindset is basically, just being okay with failing, but learning from those failures. Just saying, you haven't failed, you're just not there yet. You just have more to learn. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, you're probably going to fail your first startup, and it's not going to go well, but you take that and you take what you've learned from it, and you make something better.
Okay, Joe, tell us about your life story.
Okay, I was born in Mississippi, and I moved up here in 2008. I graduated from Fruita Monument High School, and after that I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to Chicago, do some door-to-door sales. Did that for about 3 months, and then I didn't like that, so I came back and decided to go to school at CMU. I liked CMU, I thought it was a good school, and kind of dragged through for 2 years in the marketing program, and I was like, man, this really sucks at the end of the 2 years, which are, I guess, nearing the end. We're not quite there, but I enrolled in Georgia's Entrepreneurship Milestone, Entrepreneurial Mindsets. Basically, honestly, because I figured it would be an easy class, and I was pretty sure I'd do well, and because I was the president of the entrepreneurship club, so I thought that was fitting. And did I get to the end of this? I'm like, holy crap! Tolerance for ambiguity, dude. Because I'm like, I've got no idea what's going on or what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna switch everything. And yes, I did. Like I just kind of shook myself up a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna do something that I love, and so I took this assessment, and it's like farm and ranch management is at the top, and I'm like, what? And so I started looking into the programs for agriculture, and I was like, yeah, like I have wanted to own a ranch for a lot of my life, and so I was like pretty set on that. I was like, dude, I might as well just switch my major. And I'm like, what am I gonna do after college? Like, I'm not gonna go out and buy a ranch. Like, I don't have the money for that. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is like, I switched my major to sustainable agriculture, and like, it's been kind of a crazy switch. It's hard, obviously, because I'm like kind of still finishing where I left off when I like let people tell me what I wanted to do, and kind of starting on my own journey now. And so it's kind of a crazy ride, but I'm definitely excited to see what happens, excited to fail, excited to grow. I don't know. So, yeah.